Okay, a Cardano news update for you guys to wrap up this week. We have updates around hardware wallets in the Cardano ecosystem, a couple of tokens that I'd like to highlight and talk about, specifically Snek as well. And then we also look at some DEX Aggregator updates. These guys are absolutely killing it with some of their integrations at the moment. Let's get into it.
Yeah, gotta do it like that. You've been listening to the Learn Cardano podcast.
Hey everyone, thank you for coming back and joining me on the Learn Cardano podcast. And if this is your first time here, I'm Peter Buey. I cover everything in the Cardano ecosystem, well, at least I try to anyway. And if you like that, thumbs up, subscribe, notification bell, be kept up to date with everything that's happening in the Cardano ecosystem. Now, the first news story here is around Tangem, and they now have Cardano native token support. So they support any of the Cardano tokens in the ecosystem. And if you haven't seen it, this is the card here. This is one of them. This is a variation of it. And I got that when I became a Cardano ambassador. Now, when you use the card, you can now send and receive any Cardano native tokens. I haven't gotten it to work just yet. So I think there might be some quirk with my card because it's a Cardano Foundation specific one and it may only hold ADA. But if you have one of the regular ones here, you can see some people buying them up here. They look like this. All you have to do is tap your card on your phone. So you have the app, you get your card, you tap it on there to authorize any type of transaction. So it uses the NFC chips there to actually allow and sign those transactions. So you don't need to remember passwords or have any biometrics. You actually need that physical card. So it adds that extra layer of security there. And I absolutely love that kind of thing. So check that one out. I do love the hardware wallet like that. It makes it really simple and easy to use. Now, the thing I'm really excited about is this. So Tangem last year at the Cardano Summit brought out this ring that you could use to tap and authorize those transactions. So this takes it to a whole new level here of wearables and crypto. So I absolutely want one of these. I haven't managed to gone through the order process yet, but you can order one here. I'm not affiliated with them or anything, but you know, I've got to work out my ring size and the price here. $160 at the moment. So I may have to wait for the price of ADA to go up a little bit so I can actually purchase one. But you know, this is the pinnacle of crypto wearables. I think it's an absolutely stunning ring. And if you were at the Cardano Summit last year attending their event, I think everyone in that room got one for free. So I'm deeply jealous that I wasn't there and I couldn't get my hands on one of them or finger on one of them. Anyway, that's Tangem for you there. They're doing some amazing things. Now, the next hardware wallet, this one here, Keystone. I've been talking to these guys and, you know, they're working hard with the Cardano ecosystem to get updates happening and things like this working. So this is a brand new integration with Begin Wallet. Again, a wallet team that is working really hard, but you can connect your Keystone wallet, which I have one here. This is my personalized one here with the Cardano Press Wapus. Don't think you can see that clearly, but it allows you to have an air-gapped hardware wallet. So with my Ledger, for example, my Ledger, you have to plug it in. I've got one of the old ones that you have to plug in via the micro USB, and then that connects it to computer. Now, those USB cables could be compromised. They may have a man-in-the-middle type of attack, so someone has to physically get into your premises and put in one of those devices, but there's ways to intercept that. Whereas this is completely air-gapped. You scan it, like you can see here, so you see the user on the screen, they're clicking next to begin the transaction, and they're scanning a QR code that will appear in the wallet, and that QR code has all the data for their transaction. So that's how you authorize and verify one of these transactions within the hardware wallet. Really, really cool way of doing it, and I absolutely love the hardware wallet. We'll be doing more updates and a full breakdown of this wallet as well. I think there was one tweak that they needed to do for me, and once that's all sorted and confirmed, I'll have a video out for you guys. So check that one out. Check out Begin Wallet. They're doing some really cool things with their Begin ID as well. And the Keystone wallet, another really good addition to the Cardano ecosystem. Now, like I said, the DEX aggregators in the Cardano ecosystem are absolutely killing it. And now we're seeing more integrations with some of the DEXs around, and now the Genius Yield DEX is fully integrated into DexHunter. I always thought it was, like, I for some reason I thought it was, maybe because I saw some screenshots or something and I just assumed it was, but now Genius Yield fully integrated in. So if you're doing trades across the Cardano ecosystem, if you're using Genius Yield, they do have a very cheap fee structure in regards to how they operate as well, because they're using the order book style of DEX. So you can provide liquidity there and just paying for the transaction, not paying for any batch of fees in the middle. So this is absolutely brilliant to see that integration come through. Now, we also have Levy Finance being integrated in. So DexHunter isn't just doing all of the DEXs for swaps. They're also integrated in a lot of the DeFi stuff, like the lending and borrowing now. So now you can get a loan. If you don't have enough to swap for a particular token that you're swapping for, you can take out a DeFi loan within their interface and then go for the swap from there. So really cool to have one central place where you can do all this type of thing. So DexHunter, very nice. Now, ADA Markets have also done a massive amount of development in their platform too. They've got a lot of things going on here, as well as the full integration of all the DEXs now. So I think they've covered all of them: Minswap v2, SundaeSwap v3, Axo, and Genius Yield. They've integrated in all of these really cool visual features on the platform too. So now you have a much more data-rich trading experience when you're using ADA Markets too. So hats off to the ADA Markets team there. So really good to see the DEX aggregator side of things really deliver in terms of the UI, UX, and that really smooth user experience. Because a lot of people, when they're trading, they just use these DEX aggregators because it makes things so much easier and so much quicker. Now, one of the tokens I did want to talk about in this video was World Mobile Token. Now, they are going cross-chain. They're going to Base, they're going to Binance, they're going to all these other really big L2 solutions out there. And personally, I think it's a good thing because it spreads out the options to be able to get liquidity into the project. It's good for the project overall. And there was a big Twitter storm about 2 weeks ago, X Storm, whatever it's called. And one of the employees of World Mobile put out a tweet saying, not nasty things, but an opinion about liquidity and the stance of Cardano users in regards to going cross-chain and allowing projects to move elsewhere as well. Personally, I think it's a really good thing that projects do. If a project firstly starts off on the Cardano ecosystem and then starts to expand and becomes a multi-chain project where their token is available everywhere across the crypto space, it means the early holders, which was everyone in the Cardano space that have the WMT tokens, would have gotten the tokens at the cheapest price possible. So as it's opened up to more of the market, more people try and buy the token to try and get into the deep in narrative that is World Mobile, and the supply should be reduced because of that, because they're buying more of the tokens. So overall, I think it's a bullish type of news. Now, the Cardano ecosystem did react negatively to that news, and you can see the price since early May has dropped down and continuously dropped ever since from its, I think that's an all-time high back then. But you can see there were a little bit of rebounds and bounces, as I think some people do realize that it is probably a good buying opportunity. So this is a step before they go to the multi-chain options there and to convert their tokens to WMTX. And then you'll be able to start seeing a World Mobile token traded elsewhere. So more liquidity, more trading volume on different DEXs across crypto. And it just means, personally, I think it just means a better over trading performance for WMT overall. So we're going to see that. Some people, just check out this tweet here, this post here. Someone did a swap on DexHunter for 100K ADA across 8 different DEXs. So that's what DexHunter does. Finds you the best trades, best liquidity out there, so you have the least amount of slippage and price impact. And look at that. It's absolutely crazy. Let me zoom in so you can see a little bit better. But that's absolutely amazing to see that actually happen. So some people are still really bullish on WMT. Some people are abandoning the project because they're no longer in the Cardano ecosystem. They're always there. It's just that they're expanding. That's my opinion. That's how I see it. Now, from the DEX side of things, SundaeSwap are continuously trying to innovate and do some really cool things in the terms of UI and UX. And having the depth charts on the SundaeSwap user interface is a really nice thing to have. When I used to trade a lot, I used this all the time. So I could try and see and gauge where the market was going. If there's a lot of red, if there's a lot of sell orders in the order book there, then you know there's a lot of sell pressure and you probably are trying to find the best buy points, and vice versa. If there's a lot of buyers, you're looking for a good sell and exit point there. So the depth chart has always been one of the big indicators that I used when I was trading. So it's good to see it's been integrated into SundaeSwap there. Now, last week I reported on Minswap V2's launch, and they've been doing fantastically since that launch. A lot of people reported bugs, which is a good thing. Like, people are finding the bugs, reporting them, and they're working tirelessly to get all those bugs fixed. So it's really good to see that the team, you launch a platform, let's take a holiday. No, let's launch a platform, brand new version, and work tirelessly to get it all fixed so that the community is really happy with what's delivered. Really good to see. Awesome job, Minswap team. If you want to see the interview I did with the team that I did last week, check out the links down below, or check out the link in the top right hand corner there, and you'll be able to see a little bit more about what these brand new and awesome features in Minswap V2. Now, with the launch of Minswap V2, people are noticing, and check out this here. So this particular wallet, you can use tap tools to have a look at this yourself, so you can see what this wallet's doing. Just type in this stake key into tap tools and you'll be able to do a wallet profile around it. But this person kept 100K of ADA in Min and another 100K of ADA in the Min LP. So they've got it in the liquidity pool. So a lot of people are noticing how interesting and how more efficient Cardano's DeFi is, DeFi 2.0, and they're starting to move liquidity in and playing around with it. So amazing to see what's going on here at the moment, and it's attracting the attention of people in the space. So hopefully this is a continuous trend and we see a lot more of it too. Now I'm going to have a quick look at some in real life events, and this here was pretty cool. This is a workshop that's been happening in Argentina at the moment, and what they're doing here is a full Cardano smart contract development course. You've got the team here from TX Pipe going through and teaching people how to go through and use their infrastructure from TX Pipe with Demeter. But check this out. So this was a multi-day event. So learning how to build dApps on the Cardano blockchain. So they're using all the tools out there at the moment. There's a lot of really good tools now that make development so much easier. But the room is filled with 20 people drinking lots of coffee, learning how to build on Cardano. So this is an absolutely brilliant session. It's really good to see this is happening. So with all these brand new developers being trained up, not just here, but elsewhere as well. I know there's been big meetups in India, in Hong Kong, and in Africa as well. So it's really cool to see everyone now being able to easily learn how to develop contracts on Cardano, smart contracts on Cardano. So that's absolutely amazing. I can't wait to see more of this stuff. I should really dust off my coding hat and learn smart contract development. Just haven't had the time. Well, if I do, you won't get any YouTube videos. So that's the deal. So if I go off and learn smart contracts, smart contract development, you guys won't get any videos. Now, back here in Australia, in Perth, they've had one of their biggest meetups recently. There were 20 people in the room going through everything around Cardano. We also had Nate from Olympus Insights do a presentation about their Learn to Earn platform as well. So it's good to see that the Cardano community over in Perth on the western side of Australia is getting together and starting to build up the community there. Now, for those on the East Coast in Brisbane, we've got this event coming up on the 31st of July on Wednesday from 6 p.m. to 7:30. and we'll be going through everything that's been happening in the Cardano ecosystem so far this year, and also for the rest of the year. We have the Chang hard fork coming up, so I'm going to go through everything that is happening, that has happened in the space, and what the Chang hard fork means for Cardano. So all the governance side of things and some of the technical improvements as well. So if you're in Brisbane, if you want to learn about Cardano and you want to be kept up to date with everything that's been happening from a tech side of things, please join that event. It's going to be a lot of fun. Now, the last in-person event I'll talk about is Rare Evo. This is coming up on the 15th and 17th of August. So it's just in under a month from now, about 4 weeks. So this will be the biggest event for Cardano in North America. So if you're in North America, this is probably the one that you want to get to, but the easiest one for you. We also have the Cardano Summit in Dubai again this year in October. So check that one out as well. That is also going to be a really huge event. All right. That's it for the event side of things. Let's get back to some of these projects. Now, if you didn't catch my videos about scams, I've been on a bit of an anti-scam campaign at the moment. So check out the video I did about the giveaway scams and how you can identify and try and stop them as well. But if you didn't see this video I did about Xerberus's new platform called Siren, it allows you to be able to track where stolen funds have gone. So this might be your originating address over here, and then you can see where the scammer has moved the tokens, what they've sold it for, and where things have moved on to next. So check this one out as well. If you've been a victim of a scam, watch that video. It will take you through how to report it and possibly take legal action and recover your funds. So there are some options here in the Cardano space, and the Xerberus team are also going multi-chain as well. So they'll have plenty of funding because they're applying this tech and research and development that they're doing across multiple different chains. So you'll be able to use their platform to get your funds back. So hopefully we can see some results from this and bring these scammers to justice. So it'd be absolutely amazing if we start hearing some success stories from what Xerberus has been doing. Now, this is pretty interesting. So Snek have been running these Snekathons, these live X spaces, continuously until they get listed on a major centralized exchange. And now they have broken the world record for the longest X spaces. Now, I can't remember the number exactly, but I think it was 141 hours, which works out to be roughly 5.6 days that this X space was on live. So that's absolutely insane. So obviously they're at home and plugged in to be able to do that. But to run a space and organize speakers and get people in and co-host it and all that, it's a mammoth effort to actually do. So congratulations, guys, for getting that Guinness World Record and being the longest X space. And of course, you know, they're not just leaving it there. They're doing it again. So now they have a brand new live Snek space marathon, and they're just going to keep on going until they break their own record again or get listed on Binance, whatever comes first. So let's see how that goes. Now, in terms of exchange listings, they've been doing really well. So this is the first exchange listing in Australia that they got. This was on SwiftX. SwiftX is a fantastic platform. I've got some merch behind me there. I don't know where it is. Oh, here it is. Got some SwiftX merch. It's all over the place. So if you're trading and use SwiftX, you can now trade this meme coin on their centralized exchange. And not to be shown up, another centralized exchange in Australia, CoinSpot, probably the almost on par in terms of size with SwiftX, also listed. And there it is there. I can't believe they actually started listing all these Cardano meme coins. So it's really good to see. But this is quite interesting. I'll just point something out here. So if you look at this particular post, 991 likes, or 990 if I take it off, 991 likes. But have a look at what else CoinSpot has been listing. They've been listing a couple of meme coins. And if I just go down here, new listing. So what's this? MOG, what did they get? 380. This listing here, Slurf, they got 168. Do you see the trend here? What's this? Snek, 991. They have a couple more meme coins, I think. No, that's it. That's it. Oh, new listing. What is? I don't even know what that is. 144. So the type of engagement that people are getting, these exchanges are getting for listing and engaging with Cardano is astronomical compared to the other tokens that they're listing or their regular social media engagement. So it's highly beneficial for you exchanges out there. If you want eyeballs, if you want to return on your marketing efforts, engage with the Cardano ecosystem. We'll make things rain. Don't worry. So yeah, it's really good to see. Hopefully this is just the start. First, we start off with some of these meme coins, make it easy, let them catch up with their tech and integrations, whatever they need to do. Because I do know they haven't enabled withdrawals or deposits just yet on these tokens. So there may be some more development they need to do, but they can at least trade them on their platform. So that's a really good start. But anyway, exchange listings, fantastic. Great work, Snek. Now, this is another really cool project that I didn't want to leave out. And NuCast have this music video competition, this music video festival, and they've narrowed it down to their 20 finalists now on the NuCast platform. This is one of the artists here. I'm not going to play the music. I don't want it to a digital copyright strike on my video and get demonetized. But this is really cool to see that they're gone through and shortlisted it through. And there's so many really creative people in the Cardano ecosystem. This is the Music Video Fest platform. I've purchased a ticket. It will cost you 12 ADA. So it's not much. I think it worked out to be about 5 USD. And this is the shortlist here. You can click on any of these here. You have to verify it with your wallet to actually get access to the video. So you have to have that NFT ticket within your wallet, and then it will let you through. But some of the talent that is in the Cardano ecosystem, to put a music clip like this together, it would have taken a huge amount of video editing and time. I should know. I spend a lot of time video editing myself, but I do believe these images are all AI generated, sliced together, and then put with the music. Absolutely cool stuff. So if you are wanting to check that out, links down below for you guys so you can find out a little bit more about the Music Video Festival. I have checked through a whole bunch of these. I don't know if there's a voting or anything around it. I probably should read it all, but I couldn't see any voting or anything like that. But this is a really cool selection. I've seen about half of them already. So like I said, links to all that down below. Now, this last news update I'll talk about is this interview I did with the Anzens teams on USDA. And I think this is brilliant. So I had Vineeth from Emergo and Shantanu from Encryptus come on and talk about what they're delivering here for the Cardano ecosystem. And it's brilliant because bringing in USDC or USDT, I just don't understand. It's like we can integrate it in. We can get them, we can pay the massive fee, whatever it is, $10, $20 million to integrate into the Cardano ecosystem. But then what's the incentive to bring in the liquidity? I know there'll be lots more options and a lot more rails to bring liquidity in from another chain, but there needs to be that massive incentive to actually use Cardano over something else. And what the Anzens team are bringing in is that remittance payments use case. So with Encryptus's on-ramps and off-ramps in over 80 different currencies, they'll be able to move money over through their platform much more easily and with less friction and for a very low cost. So that brings in that brilliant use case for USDA on Cardano and potentially more liquidity as people use the platform to move currencies and value from one country to another. So that is a brilliant use case, and to have that on the Cardano ecosystem, I think will actually bring in more liquidity and make the chain more desirable for a lot of people. So keep an eye out on that. If you want to learn more about the Anzens and what USDA are doing, check out the interview. Links top right hand corner there for you guys. All right. I think that's it for this Cardano news update. That's everything I have. Not as packed as some of the other ones, but still lots of useful information there to cover everything that's happening in Cardano. If you liked it, please consider hitting that thumbs up, subscribe, notification bell, lots more updates for you guys. And if you have the means, check out this. there you go. I've got lots of channel members here that have signed up and support me on a regular basis as well. So thank you so much for all my channel members. It really helps me create these videos. I don't get paid for the interviews. I don't get paid for these news updates. People just spam me with news and I cover it as much as possible. So, you know, if you can, if you have the means, you don't have to, but if you can, I would absolutely love to see more channel members come on board and help support the work that I do. Otherwise, just hit that like button. That really helps too. I'll see you in the next video.